1 is to
Parallel to
1 is to
series.
4.
exactly.
Parallel to series. 4 is to 1.
Yeah, sorry, 4 is to 1. Yeah, that's what.
Depriya got the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
What happened? Got it or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Two resistors are connected in series. They are at 12 and 12. This is 3 volt. And the same two resistors are connected in parallel. They are also connected across 3 volt. So here power we can calculate by I square R formula, R1 formula. So current is, total resistance is 24. Current is equal to V by RS, that is 3 by 24, which is 1 by 8. So it is 1 by 8 into 1 by 8 and the resistance is 12. Individual resistance power we have to calculate. So it is 4 2s are 4 3s are. So that means 3 by 16 watt. And in a series combination, a parallel combination, P is equal to directly V square by R. 2. V is 3 into 3 by R is 12. 3 4s are. So that is 3 by 4 watt. So power in parallel by power in series. So this is parallel. This is in series. 3 by 4 by 3 by 16. So 3 by 4 into 16 by 3. 3 get cancelled. This is 4. 4 is to 1.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I did it that I first found the total resistance in parallel, total resistance in series,
Hmm.
and then after that we already know that P1 by P2 is equal to R2 by R1. So I considered the total resistance in a series is R2,
Okay.
and so I did it like
But R2 by R1 you have to show how you got P1 by P2 is equal to R2 by R1 you got.
Ma'am, P is equal to V
oh,
square by R.
Yeah, you can. Water vapor is given out. Miss, how to calculate this? What happened? Two lamps of rating 40 watt and 100 watt. 100 watt. One bulb, second bulb connected in series. So a battery of 220 volts. Although its power is 40 watt and 220 volt, its rating is 220 volt. So that means when they are connected to 220 volt, the power utilized is 40 watt and 100 watt. But when these bulbs are connected in series, the potential difference will not be same as 220. Potential difference here V1 and V2 are not same as 220. The 220 only divided into V1 plus V2. V1 plus V2 is 220. That means this V1 and V2 are lesser than 220. So that means the potential difference is different. So power value cannot be same. So new power ratio we have to calculate. So for this, you have to calculate the resistances. R1 and R2 you have to calculate first. So R1 is equal to V square by P1. R2 is equal to V square by P2. So this is equal to 220 into 220 by 40, and R2 is equal to 220 into 220 by 100. So this is equal to 4840 by 4, which is 1210 ohm, and this is 484 ohms. This R2. This is R1. Okay, R1 and R2 we got. Now they are connected in series. So individual powers we have to calculate. That is by, so P1 ratio, P1 and P2 ratio, that is equal to, they are in series. So individual new power ratio is, which formula we have to use? When they are connected in series, which formula we need to use to find out the ratio of individual power?
S square R1 by
Where R1, I square R2, because current remains same, so we can easily cancel them out. So R1 is 1210, second one is 484, 11, 44 za, 11, 110, 11 4 za, 11 10 za. So that is 10 by 4, which is 5 by 2. So P1 is 5x, P2 is 2x. So which one will have more power? First or second bulb? P1 is greater than P2. So therefore, power of the
first
first
one.
bulb is more. So first bulb glows brighter. It's clear? And if the same bulbs are connected in parallel, then
We have to calculate I, ma'am.
you will calculate I, but the power is same, no?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
The potential difference won't change in that case. So which one is more
So,
power? The power value won't change. Therefore, whichever is more
oh,
power
okay.
will glow more brighter.
Yes, ma'am.
That is
Second one.
second bulb. Second bulb will glow more brighter when these same bulbs are connected in parallel. So therefore, in parallel combination, the brightness won't change. In series combination, brightness changes.
Um,
Yes, Vishnu.
for the first question, is the power for series 36
What? Could not get. I'm not getting your voice clearly.
Ma'am, for the question, the identical resistors
Yes.
volts is the power for series 36 watt.
Ratio tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, just
The
tell me.
ratio 1:4.
Yeah, I got 4:1 and 1:4.
1:4. Yes, right.
Ma'am, 1:4, ma'am.
Yes, right. 1:4.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, bulb 2 will consume more energy, ma'am.
Bulb 2.
Bulb B.
Yeah.
Ma'am, does the second one consume more energy?
Which part?
Second question.
Series or parallel?
Series.
Yes.
Bulb B and parallel bulb A. Yeah, the ratio is 1:10. Ma'am, and the second one A is greater than B, right?
Calculate.
Um,
Yes.
we need to calculate I, right? So
No need
when
to
I do,
calculate anything. Only find out R1, R2. In both the questions, find out R1, R2.
Ma'am, in the first one, in the series combination,
Hmm.
B is okay. Are you written it? B is greater to A.
Ma'am, the ratio is 1:10, no, ma'am?
Yes, right. You have to only calculate R1 and R2. And then you can find out energy. EA by EB is equal to I square R1T by I square R2T. So that is equal to R1 and R2. In the second one, when they are connected in parallel, then it is V square T by R1, V square T by R2.
Ma'am, here A consumes more energy.
Ma'am, for the fifth one, the thing will be 10:1.
10:1 is the ratio.
Yes, ma'am.
Done. Everyone finished?
yes, ma'am.
No, enough for this chapter. Okay. Then next chapter we have to start. That is magnetic effect.
Ma'am, can I just come in a minute?
Okay. Magnetic field and magnetic field lines. So what do you mean by magnetic field? Magnetic field is
space around the magnet that
Ma'am, the area under which the magnet shows its properties.
Area around the magnet in which force of attraction or repulsion due to magnets work. Area or a space around the magnet in which magnetic force of attraction or repulsion works. That is called magnetic field. Clear? Write down definition.
Ma'am, can you repeat the definition once?
Area around the magnet in which magnetic force of attraction or repulsion works. Magnetic field lines.
Ma'am, there are imaginary lines around a magnet within its magnetic field in which iron particles and other magnetic related stuff settle.
And particles settle around in a particular pattern. The imaginary lines in which iron fillings arrange themselves when sprinkled around magnet, or the imaginary lines along the near the magnet along which magnetic force exerts is experienced. Draw the diagram of magnetic field around the bar magnet. Anisha, show me the diagram. Circles. Okay. Yeah, arrows. Yeah, I can see them. this year one question was asked on this part. The this magnetic field lines converge at North Pole, one end, and sorry. This is moving apart. They converge at South Pole and diverge from one pole of the magnet. Justify. The magnetic field lines around the magnet, they converge from one pole and diverge from one pole and converge at one pole. Justify. What is the justification for this? Yes, Shambhavi?
I'm not sure, but is it because like inside the magnet the lines are from south to north?
Yeah. The magnetic field lines are moving from north and entering into south. So that means they are moving away from north and entering into the south. So therefore they are diverging from north and converging at south. This year 2020 board they have asked this question. Then properties of magnetic field lines. Five properties. First one.
They do not intersect.
That's the fourth one. First one.
Ma'am, they're crowded near poles and
The second one.
They emerge at North Pole and converge at South Pole.
That is the third one.
Is that an order?
Yeah.
Does it matter?
Yes.
Ma'am, is this one done? They are crowded near the poles and
So,
not that.
Second one. Anisha told that.
they're diverted
Second one.
from North Pole.
These are closed continuous curves. These are closed. The second one is these are directed from North Pole. Towards South Pole outside the magnet. And south to north inside the magnet. Then third, these are crowded near the poles. Which shows that magnetic strength is maximum near poles. Fourth one,
They don't intersect.
they never intersect each other. With reason you write. If they do so, then there will be two directions for the needle to point. which is impossible. And the fifth one,
Lines are parallel near the center.
which indicates
Um, Ma'am, the strength is same, right?
yeah, uniform. Parallel field lines represent uniform strength. Five, always asked questions. Magnetic field lines properties. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Oersted experiment. What he has explained in Oersted experiment. What are the observations of his experiment? First, tell me what he has done. This chapter is fully activity based, so you need to know activities.
Ma'am, some copper wire.
What some copper wire? Read fully and then explain.
Ma'am, he put a
Mommy,
copper wire near a compass, then he noticed that when the current is passed through the copper wire, it deflects.
Okay. So 3 observations. You have to explain the 3 observations. First, when the current is, yes, Saptarshi, you were telling something.
no, saying that he kept a magnetic compass near a circuit, and the needle showed deflection.
Yes, but the three
And
observations are
if
there.
it's reversed, then the compass needle reflects in the reverse direction.
Okay.
And the current flow is stopped, then the needle comes at rest.
The one circuit he has created with a thick copper wire, which is used to pass the current in a closed circuit carrying a thick conductor, that is a copper wire conductor. Now he placed the magnetic compass below the conductor. He observed three observations he has seen. First one, when the current passes through the conductor, the magnetic needle shows deflection in one direction. Second is when current is switched off, magnetic needle comes back to its original state. That means no magnetic field is produced. And the third one, when he changed the direction of the current in the conductor, the direction of magnetic deflection, direction of the deflection of magnetic needle is different, opposite to that of the first one. So these are the three observations. The first thing, when the current is passed, compass needle shows deflection in one direction. Current is stopped, compass needle comes back to its original position. That means it will start pointing in geographic north and south direction. Then the third one, when the direction of current is changed, direction of deflection of the needle also reverses, which will be up in the opposite direction to that of the first one. That is Oersted experiment. It's clear. So this shows that whenever current is passed through the conductor, magnetic field is produced around the conductor. So from this experiment, what we got to know, that is whenever current is passed through the conductor, magnetic field is always produced around the conductor. It's clear?
So if this experiment is asked, we write only all these three.
Yes, observations.
Nothing else is needed.
Nothing. Diagram, observations, conclusion. Okay, so write down this. This part, write down 3 observations and conclusion.
Can you repeat the conclusion again?
When current is passed through the conductor, magnetic field is always produced around it.
Ma'am, can I come in a minute? There's someone at the door.
Okay. Completed. Magnetic field lines around the straight current carrying conductor. So when current is passed through the conductor, magnetic field is produced. Around the straight conductor, what is the structure of magnetic field lines?
Concentric circles.
Concentric circles. Draw the diagram. Only one diagram. Don't draw two diagrams. But the direction of that arrows, you have to show it properly. What diagram you have drawn, current from where to where the current is flowing. Keep eye on it. The current is flowing downwards. So here, my different lines are concentric circles. And arrows, in which direction the arrows you have to show?
Ma'am, clockwise.
Clockwise.
Clockwise. Which rule shows that?
Right hand thumb rule.
Right hand thumb rule. So what does it states? Right hand thumb rule states that Rishi, what is right hand thumb rule? Rishi, where are you? Yeah. What is right hand thumb rule?
And the direction of magnetic field in relation to direction of electric current through a state conductor, state current carrying conductor.
Not getting your voice properly.
And the direction of magnetic field in relation to electric current through a current carrying state current carrying conductor is called.
Oh, how to find out that? The rule you have to tell. I will tell that rule. Shilia,
Ma'am, we put our thumb up like that, and the direction that our fingers point is the direction of the current flow. Magnetic.
fingers,
The other fingers other than thumb.
then that will show
The direction of the magnetic flow of current.
yes, magnetic field lines or direction of magnetic field. So suppose we are holding the conductor in our right hand such that the thumb points in the direction of current, then the direction of curling of fingers points in the direction of magnetic field. When suppose we are holding the conductor in our right hand, so write down that rule by yourself now. Written down? Have you written the rule? Then the factors on which the strength depends. Factors on which the magnetic strength depends. What are those? Current and
Length of conductor.
no. Distance from the conductor. Distance from the conductor. It is inversely proportional. More the distance, lesser the strength. Lesser the distance, more will be the strength. Okay. Fine. So next, the around the circular loop and solenoid part we will see tomorrow. Tomorrow class will be normal.
No test.
No test tomorrow. And Saturday test of this magnetic effect. Saturday test of magnetic effect of electric current. The same revision will be finished till that time. So Saturday test of the same chapter. Okay.
Actually, for the Oersted's experiment, which we did before this.
Oersted.
Okay.